I am muted. I I was doing a whole intro. Oh no. Yes, there are animated emotes. Um, there will be more, but so far, there's only these ones. There will be more coming. Right. Do I zoom in a little? Because I do sort of look semi zoomed out. There we go. I think that's a bit better. There we go. Yeah. Right. Back to what I was doing, which was doodling. Where did my pen go? This is why. This is. What the fuck? Hold on. There it is. Right. Sorry, I was looking for my graphics tablet pen. Couldn't find where the fuck I put it. Look, I swear, I'm a professional. He says, not being professional in the slightest, and I see something that is bothering me. Right. Yeah, I sort of fucking guess that was gonna happen. Right. Why is this? This goes in where? Oh, you're locked. I was trying to move something that was locked. Because I'm a lunatic. Right. FYI, there is no spoilers. I mean, you can try and figure out what happened, but I'm not going to tell you what happened. Well, I mean, to be fair, this does not do any spoilers. Has nothing. I mean, it was just a really bloody funny moment. Which is caused by this idiot. You see this idiot right here? This fucker can't help but be hungry and shove everything in his mouth like a toddler. Honestly, I am no better. I was sticking my tongue out everywhere as well. So you know what? Fair play. Fair play. Right. Also, my tongue needs to be longer. Is this the line out one? The reason why the tongue has to be longer is I found out it's 3 feet. My tongue is long, which is absolutely every man's dream. Right. That was a joke, by the way. Very crude one, but I'm going with it. Guys, I promise I can draw. To be fair, this is still not even going to be the proper line art. I'm just adding details. Because I see, because I go through stages with my art, which is I plan. So the very first stage is actually this stage. Actually, there is a background, but this right here is my very first stage of plotting out where everything is gonna be. So actually, this is actually a big piece that I'm doing. The reason why it's so big is I wanted every part seen. I mean, obviously you don't see Lyra in the background because they were so far away. They was on the other side of the bridge when this was happening. And of course, this is the detailed one, which I like how the major difference here. You can see where I'm adding the tiny details. If I remove this one, I think my favorite part though was, cause, to be fair, I did spend a bit of time doing it. No, you think it's my character? No, you know what my favorite part is? This little fucker. This little fucker right here was. This fucker saw that we was in trouble, did fuck all, and just stared at us with its tongue like. Okay, to be fair, that was me taking creative liberties, but I believe that it had its little tongue poking out. Because it was like, to be fair, its intelligence was really, really low. So I just have it as the most derpiest little creature on possible. Um, yeah, no, so you can see Octavius here. They're doing their best to try and grab the gem, as I do my best to grab it as well, because I was having trouble. I needed to get close, so I was doing all sorts of shit to grab that gem. Mostly just sticking my tongue out. Um, whereas, fucking, oh shit, I've forgotten the character's name. Basically, Melody was helping Scar, get out of fucking the trouble that he got himself into. That fucker was causing all sorts of havoc. Oh yeah, and that's what, oh no, what the cat is called? Mina dead. Because well, Mina wasn't doing a too good job and got a critical hit. Right. Let's get the thing. Right. And to continue what I was doing, which is do nothing because I had a racer mode on. This is why I need to be a lot more careful. Right. Okay. There we go. Slowly but surely, making progress. Shit, it's actually hard to see. See, when I should probably draw the statues on a different layer, but sometimes I can be lazy. To be fair, if I were to draw everything on a different layer, I'd have like 10,000 layers. And honestly, I could do it because I get up to like I think over 100 layers. Actually, I don't know what Krita's layer limit is. I probably should question that. Right. Honestly, I'm not too worried about how the statue hands look because they're not the main thing. Say that and look at me spending fucking minutes fixing. I know how to draw fingers. I just don't know. Oh, I hate hands so much. Right. Okay. Sure, that's how I'm doing this. I really hate these hands, but honestly, I do not care too much because try not to put too much detail in them. Then I say that, but then look at me putting bloody detail into it. Right. All I want is having some of these. Not shit. I added too many lines. Right. Okay, no, I see that line now. That's... God, this is how you can tell I don't know how to draw tentacles. Should get better at them. I'm not gonna. Hmm. Hmm. What if I do hide? If I hide some of this, could actually help me. Just make sure nothing goes over. That is hard to see behind this, right? Then this is the wing. I can do shadows for that, the indentations. Right. Now it's the background. Oh, actually, this is the foreground. So this. Because I want some cool ass blocking tentacles blocking the camera. Right. So how close they are, these are the ones. Hello there, Sudog. Oh, and there's a Dharma too. Yeah, no, I'm quite excited from yesterday. I'm for the next couple of days I'm just gonna be drawing D&D stuff because I've actually got to make a couple of tokens because I got a new cool spell. Um but apart from that, I am just gonna be drawing because I'm just so excited. Right. And I will say this only once. Synth is the best DM ever. Don't care. Don't care what anyone says. Right, now I do the behind. I'm turning that one off because I've got the ones that I needed. But there you go. Yeah, sorry, I have the background. So this, let me show you the background. These are my notes of what like to put because this is my sketch. Um, right. Okay, let me do another layer because I'm gonna have the tree right at the bottom and then have the bridge as its own separate layer because that's I know I can already see that being a bitch. Right, so the tree. I don't know if it was a tree. It looked like a tree. Or so that was just a bunch of tangled lines. I think what it was vines wrapping around. I should have made more notes on the tree. Made zero notes on the tree. How's it going? You know, as I said, I'm just really excited. I have to wait, I have to wait an entire month, but I'm excited. Yeah, no, I haven't really been doing much. Okay, to be fair, I am upset. So the main reason why I'm not doing what I did last stream, which is doing textures, is because I lost the file. Okay, I didn't lose my model file. I still have that because I have backups of those. But I lost the texture file to my model, and that shit took a long time at like just doing the base material colors. To also have like lose that as well as all the work I did previously texturing it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a breather. I'm gonna take a break and come back to it. You know, I'm actually, believe it or not, I am being healthy rather than just spazzing out from the loss. Right, and then that one was too wide. Right. Yeah, no, it's going decent. Got the upset from losing my textures, but then I got the lovely happiness from the D&D session. Right. And then I need to do more vines wrapping around this. I mean, I could just do the texture. Mm, right. Right, maybe on the this one, I'll have some coming from above. I keep pressing Control Z, it's driving me so crazy. Right, and then have another one here. Right, perfect. And then hide that. Go back to this one. Yeah, it's this one. Mm, and a bunch of tentacles hanging all over the place. Right. I mean, they're not really tentacle. They were vines, I think. But they acted like tentacles. I'm not gonna lie. If you act like a tentacle, you get treated like a tentacle. It should be a quote. I should make that a quote. Right. Honestly, I am concerned about my father because he has not messaged me at all since he arrived back, and that concerns me. I actually don't even know if he's returned. Because there's been literal no word. and I'm the people who I've messaged to find out are not getting back to me, which makes me worried even more because it means either something's happened, or I mean, or they could just be assholes. That's always a possibility. Or they forgot. To be fair, they are very busy. They could have just forgotten. But I'm trying not to think about it because thinking about it does not help anyone. Right. Don't hide that now. So now I've got this bloody bridge. Here's the thing, is this bridge is made out of the vines. But doing this is gonna be a nightmare. It'll be worth it. Doing this is a nightmare. This is why I don't like tentacle items. Tentacle items is a nuisance to... Oh, God damn it, now I'm McDonald's. I do have pizza. I don't know why I'm complaining. I have pizza. Because I got, very, very busy today and I did not eat a single bloody thing. Which reminds me, I need to drink. Because I am heavily dehydrated. Whew. I love me a drink. Oh, I actually need to model this. Because I want to add it into Waldo. So that every time I drink, I can activate the model. Because I have the exact same water bowl, which is this smitty little pixel cup thing, and it's fucking, I love it. Oh god, this is a mess. There we go. I hate vines. I can't even see what's happening here. Yeah, it's never good science. It's not being able to see what you did in your own drawing. Okay. I do too much. Can't stay to watch, but nice lines. It's not nice vines. They're mess vines. Look at how many vines I'm making. Actually, let me show you how many vines I've done already. This is all the vines I have done. It's gonna be vined, not the dead kind. Actually, maybe actually, what does it look like without the sketch? I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but to be fair, it looks like it's only the outline. Like once I add the colors, you won't be able to see certain levels. It'll get there eventually. I just realized, fuck, looks like she has a big forehead. I'm gonna, just fix that quickly. I'm still waiting for you to ask me how about my well-being. It's usually expected you to do something else. I look. I'm sorry, Dharma. How you doing, Dharma? I suck at small talk. Give me a subject and I will yapper on. But like, start small fucking what's it called? Small talk, and I'm shit at it. I really, for the life of me, cannot do it's not like I don't try. FYI, I do like research into how to talk like to people, and I still suck. Yep, about my well-being then. Oh yeah, all right. Apologies. I didn't realize this was the Dharma show. But yes, how you doing, Dharma? What's so important that you have to interrupt my stream? Now I feel bad if you get like cancer or something, and like if it ever happens where you get cancer or something, that sort of bit that I do is gonna make me look so fucking shit. Maybe I should stop doing it as a bit then, but nah, I'm never gonna stop. You know why? Because of me. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I asked you how you doing, Dami. You don't even reply. Tusk. So rude. Unbelievable. You wanna ask, I asked how you feel, you don't even reply. Alright, now I need to fix my arrows. Now it doesn't look like she has so much of a forehead. Right. Right, now. There we go. Okay, oh my god, thank you for asking about my well-being. I can't believe you thought of it yourself. I'm doing tired. My boss asked me to stay. I should do this in the most sassiest way possible. Oh my god, thank you so much for asking about my well-being. I can't believe you put me yourself. I'm doing tired. My boss asked me to stay for an hour extra. I'm quitting on Thursday, so oh shit. Whoa, fuck, it got serious. Damn it! I was trying to make a bit. Oh, I was about to do a bit, and now I feel bad. Right, you see, oh shit, you're quitting on Thursday. Wait, so I don't really mind to stay and get some extra moolah. Wait, now I'm confused. Wait, hold on. Ask, so, what? You're quitting on Thursday, but you're staying to help out extra. I mean, if you get extra, you know what? Go for it. If you're getting extra money out of it, go for it. But the fucking quitting? Hmm. That's what got me confused there for a second. I got yeah. I think so, I guess. I shouldn't say I think so. I know so. Right. I shouldn't say I know so. No, 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 like I mean, go for the extra money, but yeah, no, I won't lie. The quitting bit confuses me. It's like, why are you doing extra work if you're quitting? I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting a bit of extra money. It's just that if you're planning on quitting, wouldn't you? Why you stay at a moment? I mean, I suppose it depends why you're quitting. See, my brain automatically assumes if you're quitting, then it's because of something that happens. But to be fair, I'm a female, so the only time you usually see other females quit is from fucking harassment. So, I mean, no, there is also, like, don't get me wrong, there is males that, like, quit from harassment. It's just the high percentage is usually females. Especially in high paying jobs, like really big high paying jobs, that's usually right. Mm, right. What was I doing? I got so distracted. Yeah, it was a temporary position this summer, until I get back to a normal one. Nothing happened. The co-workers are super nice and always happy. And especially since. Oh, so your contract's just coming to an end. Is that quitting though? I mean, actually, it's wait, is your contract end? Oh no, I'm just confused. If it's a temporary position, that just means your contract's ending. You're not really quitting. That's where I got confused. You're making it sound like it's something bad, but it's not. For the life of me. There we go. Sort of fix it so it doesn't look like she has a large forehead anymore. But her hat looks very, very big now. You know what? It's a stylized choice. That's what that is. I could fix it. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. She has a big hat. To be fair, she does have a big hat. Anyways. Anyway, what am I saying? It's my drawing. I can do what I like in my own drawing. Right, it's this one. Sorry, I see this and it's bothering me. Okay. What's this song? You know, sometimes I question my sanity, and sometimes I question my playlist. I'm gonna just skip past the song. Okay, I like this song. This is right. Fix this. God, I can't believe I'm fixing these little things that no one's ever gonna see. That has to be on. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it's fine too, fair. That's if I need to fix it afterwards, I can do. Oh, I gotta go back to doing the vine floor. Oh, God, look how much of a mess this is. God damn. Oof. Right. I gotta zoom back into the vines. And I think I honestly I think most of my time today is just gonna be spent doing these vines. Not that I'm really truly complaining, it's just vines. Right. Okay. God, I hate vines. The most littlest of details. Look at this mess. Right. Okay, let's down to business to defeat the Hans. Alright, my brain just went to Disney all of a sudden. My contract was literally just come whenever you feel like it. Honestly, I had a contract like that. I was working for a company. Do I mention the company name? I'm gonna avoid. I used to be a web developer, and for the company I worked toward being a web developer, not web developer, designer. It was the exact like they're like, oh yeah, we have meetings like on because this was remote, like on Zoom and everything. You don't have to turn up. Like we'll set down like the schedule and time, but you're not required to turn up as long as you just hand in your work. And I'm like, this is perfect. I love jobs that are just, you know what, just do what you like, or do what you do best. Thank you. And oh, sometimes see, but I miss you right here. I shouldn't sing. I am tone deaf like a motherfucker. Right. Okay. Right. I can't see for shit what's going on over here. I see you. I'm gonna have to. This one's connected to Scar. Anything that's connected to the characters go on a separate layer. It's just finding the right layer. Right. This is the right layer, right? Yeah. Damn it, why don't you? The little bits. I've actually sent you. Wait, I was actually sent from a page. Your page. Wait, I was actually sent from your past company to make sure you don't. I know for a fact you weren't sent by my past company. 'Cause if like you were, No, they can't afford. If I said it, they can't fucking afford that. They really can't afford doing dumb shit like that. So that's how I know you're lying, because they are broke. They had to let go a lot of fucking workers. I don't know if it was a let go or if it's like a replacement. I don't understand what happened. I very much doubt it. They were not a big company. They don't have that stupid money. Anyone that says stupid money don't exist, stupid money exists. I've met people that have stupid money. It concerns me with those people. They scare me. Sat in Industries for 3 years just to have just for this operation. Sat in Industries for 3 years just for this operation, by the way. I knew I'd catch you. Wait, you're talking about Wait, you're talking about Finn? Wait, hold on. Industries is Industries does. I mean, I can say past employers, and I'm not talking about. You do realize, I like Finn isn't my only employer. I've had many jobs. I have actually contributed to society. Did you just think? Did you just think I work for Finn? You don't believe I could join any other, do any other job apart from working? Wow. Wow. Shocking, Dharma. Toxic type of. Oh, that's so pretty. Sorry, the way that the sunlight is coming from my window and hitting, because I've got, so on the other side of my banister, I have like ivy, not like real ivy, like the fake ivory that you can buy, and I have that just like hanging from the bottom of the balcony, banister, because it looks really pretty. But looking at it from where I am, because the curtain is like slightly open on the end, the way the light is shining and the shadows of the vines, it looks so fucking pretty. I feel like I'm in that one scene in Portal 2 where it's just overgrown. It's got like the sunlight coming and it got this overgrown with like vines and everything. It's so pretty. I waited in this community because I knew you would join it, Mamo, not because I knew you'd work from. Ah, wait. You saying that you worked for for the company that I made web design website designs for, joined Industries for the past 3 years just because I would eventually turn up to catch me in the act of bad mouthing the employers of who I used to do web development for. That is so overly convoluted that I am speechless. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why it took me this long to figure that out though. Right. Why did that take me so long to usually when it comes to like riddles and puzzles, I'm really actually quite good. I say when I say I'm quite good, I mean I'm scarily good to the point where everyone thinks I'm cheating or like fucking psychic. And also it's I never met someone that just like is in the middle of believing that I'm like a psychic or some type of like genius or that I'm cheating. It's either one or the other. They either think I'm cheating or I'm a genius. There is never in the middle. They don't like. There's never been a time where people think, "Oh, you just, you just got lucky," or you had a good moment. Has to be one or the other. It's really funny because the dynamics in my family is my father thinks me and my brother's a genius, where my brother just believes that I'm cheating constantly. I mean, to be fair, when I was little, I used to cheat a lot. But is it cheating if you never get caught? Sorry, this has nothing to do with like me cheating. I'm just saying though, is it actually like it should be called something else? It shouldn't be called cheating if you never get caught because technically, if you said that you cheated, then you did cheat. If you never get caught, that's not cheating because cheating is only if you get caught. What's it called when you cheat to win and you don't get caught? Because there has to be a word for that. That's just my curiosity getting the better of me now. I'm really curious if there's a word for cheating and not getting caught. That's just winning, isn't it? Cheating and not getting caught is just winning, right? That's how that works. I don't know how it works. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even know anymore. Honestly, I don't even like when people cheat. I mean, I let people cheat, by the way. Um, I just don't let it bother me because in my eyes, people who cheat lose out because they don't like it's like with AI art is yeah, sure, you can make AI art and make a really cool thing, but you miss out on the skills that you learn from doing it yourself. Um, as well as just have been like you get that like that pride. It's like this is something I've worked hard to do and accomplish. But you know what? Yeah, let them cheat. It's like there's no pride in what they do. Like they don't like benefit at all. If anything, by and we're not complaining, but getting upset about like AI art, you're just making it worse for yourself because they're just doing their own thing. Like I can understand like when it comes to competition, people are upset like AI art winning over natural artists. I get that. Especially if they win something like a prize money. That I understand about getting upset about. But getting upset about someone just doing AI art in their own time without getting any beneficials from it, even be. Let them do their thing. Let them be idiots. Because you're not losing out anything. You're only losing out if you let them win by reacting to it. Right. I hate riddle. Oh, God. Wait. Oh shit. Of course you. I'm sorry. I've been missing messages. That's my bad. I was going on a rant there. Of course you playing check as well. I'm playing five. You said this before. Wow, Dharma, repeating yourself. Didn't realize you turned it. I shouldn't call you Dharma Fox. You should be Dharma Parrot. I hate riddles. I'm very good at answering questions after learning the theory, but most riddles have complicated answers that I always find hard to. Here's the thing with riddles: is it's one or the other. Like there's two sides of the coin for riddles. With riddles, it's either a complicated answer or a simple answer. There's no in between. There's no like normal answer. It's either hard or easy, depending on how the riddle is worded. Correct. If you're not caught for cheating, no one knows you did it. Yeah, like I because like the definition of cheating is getting caught uh falsely like winning. That's like the definition of cheating. Whereas if you cheated but don't get caught, there has to be another word, and I think it is just winning. I'm against you. I think cheating is a skill, but it is. It's just cheating. Being able to cheat undetected is a natural skill, and I don't care what anyone says. What's it called? And like, unpopular opinion is cheating. Like, cheating undetected is a fucking skill, and a very powerful one at that. Right. I had a gift a girl in high school class that was the definition of a stupid person, just absolutely, but she was absolutely doing this if it came to cheating. Here's the thing. Stupid people are like, I hate when people say, oh yeah, that like this person's stupid, because from my personal experience, stupid people like can figure out the most simplest way of like doing something with the most minimal amount of effort, which in my opinion is a fucking skill. Because with me, I put 150% in everything I do to the point where I burn myself out. Like that's a really bad like thing that I do. Whereas lazy people and stupid people, are fucking geniuses because they can just simplify processes. Which I feel like everyone deserves that skill because damn. It's that would save so much people. So much time. Oh my god, I am barely doing these fucking vines. These in the future, let's not have vines. This is taking like 5 fucking years. I hate vines. If Sims does more vines in the future, I'm gonna cry. One day. I get disgusted by laziness despite nothing to say that I'm usually lazy. Like I'm really, really. Here's the thing. I say I'm lazy, but I found like for the longest time possible, I've called myself lazy. But it turns out from my therapist, I just put unrealistic standards on myself. Um, which maybe like I don't know for me that just clicks something in my head. I'm like, oh, that is something I've never considered before. Maybe I set the bar way too fucking high for myself. But you know what? I like suffocating on that bar. Honestly, I didn't realize the bar existed until it was pointed out to me. But to be fair, back then I didn't realize you can set standards. I am a very hard worker and it hurts me to see others who don't put the effort in get what they want. I no no no. What's my biggest pet peeve is like I will put like 150% into something just for someone else to take the credit. That is my like, and that's not just for myself. If I see other people doing that, like, and I know it belongs to someone else, my pet peeve fucking goes off on one because like no, you don't get like the achievement for this. Like the achievement belongs to this person who worked their fucking butts off. Sadly, that's the day standards. People want results without working for it. Right. Look at this drawing. It's getting there. I just got this last bit to do. But god damn, look at all this mess. Right. Can't see shit over here. Mm. Let's do. God, seeing this shit is so difficult. It's so tiny. That is what every man's nightmare to hear from a woman. It's so tiny. Right. But nothing new for you, Dharma, is it? Sorry, that you do not deserve that, Dharma. That's life though. As fortunate as people will ride on the on your hard work and can't do. Yeah, I know that's life. I just wish it wasn't. I think it's because I just have like a strong sense of justice. Um, so when I see injustice, it boils my blood. I know why I have this. Here's the worst thing about self-realism. When you realize certain things about yourself, you're like, God damn it. I wish it wasn't this way, but I know why it is this way. And it's like, like, you may wonder, why do you, like, get mad that you have, like, a strong sense of justice? Like, isn't that, like, a good trait to have? No! Because it means when you're in desperate need of something and you do the right thing rather than doing something for yourself, you're fucking yourself over. Because, it's survival of the fittest, not survival of who did the best or right thing. I wish that was the case. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. People who like seek justice often get themselves hurt and killed. And that's why I'm like, this is why I don't want to have a strong sense of justice. Is I'll end up getting bloody hurt. But you know what? My body doesn't care. It's like, no. The injustice has to be like, it's a big like fucking problem. And I'm like, well, it's not my problem. And I'm like, it is my problem. I know why it's my problem. Because I'm making it my problem. Why would anyone want to know how a sandwich sounds like? No one cares. You're just trying to make us hungry. Rock your body. Rock your body. God, I love black eyed peas. That's my childhood right here. Black eyed peas is like I think like 75% of my childhood. Alright. Oh my god, look how much mess this is over here. I hate vines. But once this is done, I can get back to doing what I love most, which is colouring. God damn it, why is this? There we go. There we go. It's slowly but surely getting there. Oh, I feel so relaxing. The one thing I love about drawing is I know I'm not like the best artist out there. I'm a decent artist. There are some amazing fucking like talented artists out there that has worked hard and like got the skills. I I don't draw for any other reason than myself. Like I do this to relax. It's not something I take seriously. It's like a hobby. When I'm not doing texturing, I mean, I had to learn how draw to draw like when I was working for Blue Sky, I had to draw like little references for certain things. Like 'cause when you're in Blender, you need a little bit of artsy knowledge to do bits and pieces. It's it's getting there. Very close to a second model. Yes, the reason for that is I've changed how my shit works now. Um, I made it a bit more easier because you know I want to motivate people to watch me. But another reason is I want to learn how to do these things because I remember doing it once upon a time and I forgot how to do it, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna research how to do it again. I learnt more, so I'm happy that I did. Right. I can't see the shit. Right. But no reason why is because I also want to make some VTuber models. I mean, I say that and I haven't even finished my own model because honestly, I which is why I want to like to be fair, my own model is something I do in my spare time. I don't take my own model seriously. And if anything, I experiment with my models for the future to learn certain bits and bobs. So I would like to take a model serious because I take all my bit redeems seriously. Actually, you know this, dumb actually. Because I know people are like, oh yeah, but it's like there's no reason to take it seriously. But I'm like, I take it seriously. People that like come to watch, like they deserve rewards for watching. Because I know I'm not like the most entertaining of person in the world. There are a lot more entertaining people, so I'm like, I want to reward people. I like rewarding loyalty. Loyalty deserves to be rewarded. Actually, if anything, loyalty deserves to be rewarded a lot more than it is. Because loyalty, funny enough, is actually not, well, especially like these days, loyalty is not rewarded as it should be. And it bothers me that it's not because it's like the whole like the only reason why most people do well is because of loyalty. But I like to reward it. Also, I just like making people happy, but that's just the people pleaser in me. Okay, let's have a look. See now if I get rid of this. Okay, honestly, that's not no, it's not looking too bad. Oh, I need to get rid of the other one as well. Honestly, not looking too bad. Honestly, this could be worse. Right. I just love how pissed off Scar looks. Oh, I mean, he wasn't this mad when he got tangled up. He was enjoying, like, he was having the time of his life. I just made him pissed off with the shits and giggles. Right, so shit, what was it? It was overlay, wasn't it? I changed all this to overlay. Right. Let me start off with this one. Right, okay. What color do I want this actually is a great question. I mean, it needs to be a darker blue because this is going to be like a lighter blue as it gets closer, darker blue as it gets to the to the back. I did this wrong, didn't I? Normal. This is overlay. Shit, no, it was. Dodge. On which one it was. Was it that? That's lighter, so I'm guessing if I do darken. Fuck. I do like how that looks though. Right? Nope, that makes it red. Once upon a time, I remember which fucking mix it was. You think? Oh, that's cool. Now, once upon a time, I remember how to fucking do this. Wait, hold on. Is that... Ah, P number blue. Let's see. Is D or B? So B is darker, so D is better. This is what I was after. The normal on D. Right. Do. Okay, and then I need it to be even darker on the back. Right. And then let's make it even darker. Where's my zoom in button gone? I say, I missed my zoom in button. I got a bit distracted there. I was trying to find the right fucking thing I was looking for. 100k for a VTuber. Don't worry, no one's rendering that. That's good because I've got shit to do. You're pretty entertaining. If you want, if you weren't, I wouldn't be coming back for a second. You know what? That's a fair shout. Trust me, loyalty is not treated fairly in the same places. Are you enjoying the Sims campaign? It looks really fun, but I usually pop in for a few minutes because it's not. Yeah, I adore Sims campaign. I think I've said this many times now, and I'll repeat it to my deathbed. Sim is a great DM. I know it's his first like proper DM, like he's like because he built this DM like this campaign before, but he never got a chance to use it. But I know this is his very first time DMing, and I think he's just doing a bang up job. And here's the thing is, I know a few people when it comes to DM has like unrealistic expectations. Like they think, oh, it's gonna be like Matt Mercer or Brendan Lee or some of these other badass like whatchamacallit DMs. But the main principle about DMing isn't okay, to be fair, it depends on what you're looking for. Because I love the mechanics of Sims. I adore when people do like really cool mechanics because it adds like a bit of like to me. I like using my brain. Making me use my brain is like a top way of like getting me to like something. If you make me think, because I like to learn. The only the only issue I wouldn't say I don't think I have any issues with really with some things. Here's the thing: where I would struggle before, he fixes it with Foundry. Like he adds the visuals, and like the explanation of the environments around us. He does a bang up job with using Foundry. I mean, he has to change a few bits and bobs, which is what I like doing in here. But apart from that, he does a really bang up job. So he really, that's the one thing I love is that he knows his weaknesses and fixes it. Like he does something about it so that his players like I wouldn't say having like a disadvantage, but like understand where his limits lie. Right. But honestly, I've never really, here's the thing, most people like to have like the voice acting. I could not give two shits about voice acting. What I care about is what they say. Because usually what they say have more context than what they're actually, how they're like, I mean, yeah, it helps if we can understand if they're lying. We can sort of see that with the voice acting. But there's other things you could like when it comes to like figuring out liars and figuring out if someone's not being entirely truthful, is you can do like these little hints, which is more important in my like doing that sort of like strategy wise is more important in a DM campaign than it is. I mean, also another big thing is plot. Plot is always a big thing, and I don't want to spoil too much, but like what Simt has done recently is like absolutely 10 out of 10 fucking amazing. I like the gameplay part of D&D and not the roleplay part of it, so I'm searching for missing in a campaign. Yeah, see that's why I like Sims 1 is there isn't any role. I mean, usually I do enjoy roleplay in campaigns. I've always been a big fan of roleplaying campaigns because it really does bring communications and teamwork and camaraderie, but it's not required. It's not a like for me I mean I know for some people role playing is required. For me it's not a requirement in D&D. I just like good, like give me maths and give me a good story. That's all I need. And of course, I mean, too far, I've always been a fan of choose my own adventures, which is why I like Sims 1 is because you basically get to do what you like. Um, Within reason. Shit, I need to undo all that. Just spent all my time doing all that, and I have to undo it all. I'll undo it. God damn it. That's why I do it. That's why when see, because I could have gone for other campaigns. I could have gone for Sudog's or Thomas's campaign. Don't even know they're doing that or not. But I chose for Simps purely because I saw that it was going to be minimal roleplay and the Monster Hunter like sort of mechanics. I'm like, Monster Hunter, one of my favorite fucking games. I had to be fair, I say that, but I haven't even played the new one yet. But Monster Hunter Iceborne is one of my favorite games I used to play on my own. I mean, I know it's like a big fucking multiplayer game, but I used to just go ham on the insect glaive. Well, I mean, I did insect glaive, but I also did the sword that turned into a fucking chainsaw, which was fun. But I was very I was like, oh, I fucking like hearing that was like I love Monster Hunter types because I knew there'd be like big dragons and all that, and which is why I've been loving. I can't wait as well because he mentioned a few bits and bobs in the campaign about potential future monsters, and I'm like, oh, I chose the right fucking class. Also, I need to do more research into 5e because 5th edition D&D, I'm a bit out of my area of expertise. It's not like it's something bad. It's just the reason why I'm a little bit outside of my expertise is I'm just a slightly bit outdated, but they changed a lot of the core, like how core mechanics works. Because it would have been fine if they just changed up spells, that's fine, but changing core mechanics means certain things work differently. Like I recently found out only a wizard, I mean, it was before that a wizard could attune like most magical items had to be like a sorcerer or wizard, like a spellcaster to attune it. But then they had it so that all like class related things, but now they have it so that a wizard can attune any magical item to anybody using a short rest, and I'm like, oh shit, that they've actually put some thought into this. Right. Yeah. I don't know why there's a lot of rap in my fucking playlist today. To be fair, this is the top 10, whatchamacallit. What is this called? TikTok 25 August 2025. So this is all from August. You know what? We're switching it up. Let's do some pop music. I could do my personal playlist, but it's gonna be weird if I do that. It goes crazy. Right, so I'm going for the most basic ass songs. I haven't seen the others host their campaigns. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That one's a bit outside my knowledge of expertise. I played 3.5E back in elementary school in the breaks, and that's nearly. Yeah, so I used to play fourth edition a lot when I was in high school and college. Um, I did do a little bit of 5e, like, because I used to run my own D&D campaign in when I was living. That was only for like a month, and then it's the campaign had to stop because I like the me as the DM had to leave, like, because I moved out and got my own new place. So like that, I mean, but then again, they loved it when I DM'd. I used to DM and be a player back. Okay, so I was a player during high school, but when I moved to college, I became a DM. And honestly, I am so glad that I didn't become a forever DM because I won't lie, I enjoy being a player more than I enjoy. I mean, I really enjoy being a DM though. I like DMing because I like creating worlds and I like creating characters and NPCs and environments. I I just don't I just don't like. I mean, I suppose I think it's just because I know the answers. So one thing I love about being a player is I never actually know the answers. I don't know if I'm right or wrong or not until like it's revealed. I think that's what I like about being a player is I like the surprises and the unknown. Whereas being the DM, I wouldn't say it gets boring, but knowing what happens, I mean, it's exciting because you know what's going to like. It'll be interesting to watch their reactions, but it's more fun doing the reactions if that makes sense. But I may be wrong. Some people might prefer being a DM over being a player. But I personally, my personal opinion is fun being a player. I want to get my friends to play again, but we're too busy currently. I might do them because no one else wants to do that. I do recommend it. Becoming a DM. The reason why I mean, there's pros and cons to everything. Like the pro is you have to do a lot of research into D&D, so you become very knowledgeable into the subject. The downside is it makes you very, very smart when it comes to DM. I mean, to be fair, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like I've got a good sense of what is going on in Simp's thing. But I mean, to be fair, I don't even know. Here's the thing, that's what I love is that I don't know. I have a good idea, but my idea might be fucking like completely wrong. And here's the thing, Simp could change it up. Like I could have had it on the money because he's the DM. He can completely fucking change it up just to spite me. Um, or maybe he might work towards it. Like if he likes the idea, he might work toward. That's what I love being about a DM is if someone gets like a really good idea or if someone points something out that you didn't see before, you can just pretend like it's your idea. Like, oh shit, you know what? I am that smart. That was my like, and like it makes the player feel smart, even though they're the one that came up with the idea. That's what I love about the DM, like being a DM, is you like the amount of bullshitting that you can do is fantastic. But I mean, also the control of being the DM is fun as well. Like you can control like how things. Mm. Okay, so being a DM, you get a god complex, which has downsides and good sides. Like you get bored of like knowing everything, being omniscient, but also like you get godlike powers. You can do what the fuck you want. Should they DM? Mm, yeah, like it's really hard to explain. But I mean, I always recommend researching like D&D stuff because it's never too bad to learn cool stuff. To me, like learning D&D stuff, like behind the scenes of D&D, of how it works, like how portals, not just well, okay, not just I'm saying portals to be specific, but also like how other things work. It's it's interesting to know certain pieces. I think does it is it? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. I really don't know how to answer that. I just enjoy playing. You know what? I'm just gonna reply as I just enjoy playing fucking D&D. I like being a DM and I like being a player. You know, I like being both. You know what? Fuck it. I'm binary D&D. I don't know. What's the fucking D&D name for being a DM and player? I like being the Dare. The day, yeah, that's you know what? I'm making it a word, Dare. Oh, but no. Here's the thing: is I was thinking about talking to my family about making a family D&D, about me being a DM, but I'm like very nervous about doing that because if I were to run a DM, like if I were to run a campaign, here's the thing: I like I'm really bad at doing voices, but I like doing voices because I like just to make people laugh. I like to make people like it's just mostly I just like making people laugh, but and also because I like the role play as well, the role play aspects of it as well. I don't know. If I were to do a DM with my family, honestly, I wouldn't know how I'd do it. The reason why we want to do it is because they enjoy playing like Baldur's Gate 3 and they enjoy playing other D&D type games. And to be able to like I want to show them the whole realm of D&D because they're only seeing like the top of the iceberg. So I want them to see like the bottom of how big it like D&D truly is. Because D&D is massive. Like it's been growing for years and years and it keeps on growing because it's a community-based thing. Which is what I'm like, oh, it's like it's just brilliant stuff. But yeah, no, to be fair, I have been doing a lot of research into D&D just because I just love it. I just love the stories. Also, it's just because I keep hating that I keep being wrong about things. Because things that I used to know very well is now changed very completely, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just questionable. Right. God, I need to do the tokens, but I can't help myself but draw this. Honestly, I could use the filter bucket, but I choose not to because I like doing this like the way that I do it because it reminds me of coloring books. This is why I love drawing. It's just, it reminds me of coloring books. It's just so soothing. Right. Who is sending me messages? I'm about to fight. Right. Who is actually sending me messages? Okay, that's who's sending me messages. Okay. Okay, there we go. So sorry about that. I'm getting back into doing this. Okay. I realize my hand does block a lot, but at the same time, I honestly do not care. I mean, I could have it so that like you guys can see what I'm doing on the PC. The problem is, if I start zooming out, it's harder to see the screen. But I need to find a better way of showing off my screen. But at the same time, I like how this looks. There we go. There we go. Love filling in this. I do enjoy doing the flat colors. Flat colors will always be something fun. God. Honestly, I think I need help when it comes to TV shows. Because I've been watching so many TV shows, and not just like TV shows, but also animes. I finished watching The Apothecary Diaries, which it made me realize after watching it, I was like, shit, I binge watched the entire I mean, 2 seasons isn't a lot, but I say 2 seasons isn't a lot, but technically it is. That's a lot of hours just like in one day to watch an entire series. Like, it's a long time, like in like one setting to watch a TV show. But then I'm like, oh wait, I am bound to my bed. What the fuck else am I gonna be doing for like an entire day? Imagine watching animes. Nerd, nerd. Look. I'm a proud nerd, okay? At least I have subjects in which I can talk to people about. It's like when people say, "Oh yeah, I've watched this show and this show," I can guarantee say, "You know what? Fuck you. I've seen that show. I've seen that show too." To be fair, that's what got me into the habit of watching a lot of shows. Is I used to get like during high school, I used to get really bad FOMO. Actually, no, I don't. Scratch that. I still have really bad FOMO. I really should get over myself, but I'm not gonna, because you know what? FOMO sucks. I hate FOMO. I hate not knowing. Like, fill me in, clue me in, like, bring me in, coach. I don't care what it is, just as long as I'm involved. Shit, I think I might have attachment issues. Shit, I didn't think about that. Right. Yeah. Okay. Gotta fill in the small little gaps. Nerd, 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 said the nerd. You know what? Yes. Honestly, to be fair, you called me the wrong name. I need to be a geek. I'm a nerd slash geek. Because not only do I watch animes and books, I fucking watch books. No, not only do I watch animes, but I read books and I love learning. I'm a scholar at heart. You know what? I'm a neek. I'm a proud neek, nerd slash geek. So if you're gonna call me anything, call me a neek. Right. There we go. Filling in the holes. Honestly, there is a much better way of me doing this, but I'm just choosing not to because it's too much fun doing this. I will die on this hill. Yeah, I know there's a fill bucket. I'm not fucking using it. Fuck the fill bucket. No one likes the fill bucket. Ooh, I love learning too. Yeah, learning. Here's the thing that may like make people bizarre, but I always used to be the type of student that would ask my teachers fucking hated me, not because I was a bad student, because I was too much of a fucking good student. To be fair, I did have some very, very lazy teachers. Like my science teacher, like me and my science teachers didn't get on because I used to walk around with a science encyclopedia that had like facts about everything, and I used to correct my science teacher. Fuck, I can understand. Like looking back now, I can understand because if I kept being corrected by a student or someone younger than me, I would also not like that person. But to be fair, looking back, my science teacher was extremely lazy. They used to just put on movies and just basically said learn. They did not really teach. I'm surprised anyone passed. I'm gonna be real. But yeah, no, me and my science teacher butt heads because I kept having to correct them because they kept spreading misinformation. Mostly it was about volcanoes. For some reason, they kept saying the wrong shit about volcanoes, which used to bother me so much. I don't know why. Honestly, I look back and I realize why I was bullied, but at the same time, I mean, bullying is always bad, but at the same time, I might have deserved some of the bullying because I was not. I mean, I wasn't like a bitch or anything. It was just I was like one of these know-it-alls. I can't say I'm not a nerd after you take a look at my view. If I were to show you my YouTube feed would be questionable. Mostly horrific because I fall asleep listening to like horror stories and shit. Which, normally would make people like, have nightmares and shit. Nah, it gives me good dreams when like, or like SCPs. Like I listen to SCP, like Dr. Bob SCP stories. Just have that running in the background as I fall asleep. Honestly, I'm surprised how I didn't turn into a sociopath or like a psychopath. But maybe that's what maybe not like turn into a psychopath is because I was listening to so nah, nah, I should have become a sociopath with what I listened to. I would hate if someone corrected me to. Yeah, here's the thing. That's what I'm saying is like, if I had someone like, to be fair, I say that, but I still do it to this day. Correct people. They're like, sorry, no, I was just thinking, and I was thinking like how the other day I kept like backseating Ducky while they were modeling, and I felt really, really like I look back on it and I'm like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have just said anything. I should have just let them like continue. But at the same time, I wanted Ducky to learn. But I felt really bad that I was backseat gaming. I'm not gonna lie. Well, not backseat gaming, but backseat like critiquing. But here's the thing though, is I say that though, but I would love it if people were to critique me, like how to improve. Because then I would, but then again, I like being critiqued because then I learn because I'm a fucking geek. I think it's just preferences. Some people just like because you see, I treat others the way that other people treat me. Um, but at the same time, I don't really do that as much as I should. Hmm, questionable. There we go. That's the sketch. Right. What's this called? PD. PD. Right, now. To be fair, that needs to be the. These ones need to be like something like this. Okay, maybe I think I need a smaller brush for this. Hold on. Okay, they're not going to see the background too much, so I'm not too concerned. Right, can I get rid of this? Because I think, yeah, that was bothering me. There we go. God, I fucking love Lady Gaga. I used to religiously listen to Lady Gaga because I was inspired by Lady Gaga. I wish I could be as brave. Like, walking around in a meat dress, doing whatever like they wanted. Like, even when they, at one time, Lady Gaga was suspected to be an hermaphrodite, which means male and female. They just kept doing their thing. They're like, you know what? They can just, they can say whatever they want to say. Like, they can do whatever they think I am. And I'm like, I wish I could have been like that. Because so many rumors used to run about with me, and I did not do a damn thing about it. Oh, that's what was confusing me. Right. Right. This is such a small one. There we go. Oh my goodness. All I have two music theory, jazz tutorials, physics, and math videos, and video game design essays. All those video game design video essays are so amazing to listen to. I love listening to those. Especially, actually, you know what I also like? I like listening to 3D animation essays. Um, because I watched one like during college because they showed us one, and I fell in love and just listened to a bunch now. And the one I watched in college was about Zootopia and how they did the furs of the animals, and that shit was fucking crazy how they did that. It's very simple. People egos are huge, including myself, and the huge egos gets hurt when they get someone. Yeah. See, I don't have much of an ego. Like, I can be arrogant at times. But usually when I'm being like pretending to be egotistical, I'm usually doing it as a joke. I'm not actually doing it seriously because every time I walk into some place, I don't automatically think I'm the smartest person in the room. And that's why I don't have an ego. Is, yeah, sure, I have degrees, I can show off, do all these things, but at the end of the day, everyone's got their own skills, which makes them incredibly smart. And only if I have all the skills that they have, then of course I'd be egotistical. But if they have a skill that I don't, I'm enamored. I'm impressed, which is why I don't think I have an ego. And also, I like to be critiqued. Like, I love being critiqued because I like to know how to do the thing correctly and how to do it perfectly. I don't know if that's an OCD sort of thing. I mean, I don't have OCD. Of all the fucking letters I have, ADD and fucking autism and everything, that's the only one I don't have is OCD. OCD is not something. If anything, I make a mess. I am not tidy. I'm like the most messiest person you will ever find. My place is like my mind, like my place is as cluttered as my mind, basically. But I think that's to do with ADHD though, where it's all cluttered and a mess. My mind's all over the place. It never stays still. It can't even sit still. I really wish I could sit still because then it makes my life so much easier. This is one of the reasons being famous is one of my biggest fears. I don't want to be judged and watched everything I do. Here's the thing. So I was kind of famous in my high school, and to the point where like my teachers used to get mad at me because people would come from like outside of my class, inside of the class, just to speak to me about certain things. Because I used to be very famous for animations I did in high school. The problem, what happened was, to be fair, I wasn't like, people knew of my account but didn't know I was the one that ran the account. The only reason why I got fucked over was one of my friends, like I confided into my friend that it was me that did the animations, and I proved it was me. And I showed my friend how to do certain things. And unfortunately, I was unlucky that my friend's cousin goes to the same school, and so when my friend was talking to their cousin about, they accidentally let it slip that it was me that was this animator that everyone was talking about. And because of it, I was harassed. Now, here's the thing is, I didn't mind that everyone knew me. The problem I had was they were disturbing me. I don't mean like in a bad way. I mean like when I was trying to learn, like I used to get kicked out of classes because I was causing a disruption. I mean I wasn't causing disruption, but people coming in causing disruption because of me was causing a disruption. So they used to kick me out of lessons, and I started to notice my grades failing because of that, because I wasn't learning certain things. And so I thought I got fed up and just deleted the channel, and I stopped doing animations. People were upset at first, but eventually everyone forgot about me, and I got back to my normal life. I got back to my normal schedule. My friend never forgave me. I mean, they also felt bad because they blamed themselves, which it was their fault. Because I was very good at keeping myself like secret. The only reason why I told my friend was because they were my friend, and I didn't like being dishonest to friends. Because every time they talk about it, they say, "Oh, I wonder who they are," and like they'll be like, "Oh, who do you think it is?" And I didn't want to lie and say I have no idea. I wanted to tell them the truth because they were my friend, and I have a thing about telling the truth. I didn't used to tell the truth. I used to lie compulsively, but over like the years, I've just like, and the reason why I used to lie compulsively was because I used to tell people what they wanted to hear, not at the actual truth. I just tell them to like please them. Now I don't give a two shits about pleasing people. I'm like, you want to know the truth? I'll tell you the truth. But like, I'm not responsible for your happiness. Ever since I've learned that, ever since I was told, hey, you're not responsible for anyone's happiness but your own, that did something to my brain where I'm like, oh, fuck everyone. I'm gonna just do what I want to do, which is tell the truth. Because I don't like lying. Lying is like, I don't see the point to lying because the truth eventually comes out. I mean, like, look at Jack the Ripper. We found out who Jack the Ripper is after all these fucking years. So, like, you know, nothing stays hidden. There are things that are forgotten, but nothing stays hidden. Uh, the bigger ego thing is the same reason why people find it hard to say sorry, thank you, and ask for help. I find it difficult to ask for help because I'm very independent, not because it's not an ego thing. I couldn't give two shits about my ego. I would happily like sacrifice my dignity and ask for help. The reason why it's my stubbornness, because my stubbornness to be independent is what fucks me over when it comes to asking for people for help. I have this thing where I believe I can do everything on my own. I don't need nobody. I can do it by myself. And because of it, I don't ask for help. Even when it comes to like serious things. I mean, I've gotten better at it now, but it used to be like, for example, even like fucking painkillers. Like my doctors would be like, "Hey, take these painkillers." I'm like, "Nah, fuck it. I can toughen it out." Then cry like a baby for the next fucking hour. This, to be fair, this was during high school and college areas where like I'd break bones and shit. But no, I used to be like, I can do this sort of thing. Now I'm like, if I need help, I fucking take it when it comes to medical shit, because they know what they're doing. They have much more knowledge than me. They're more knowledgeable. Folks, do not argue with your doctors because I guarantee you they're 10 times smarter than you. And they know what's best. Uh, no, I do say sorry way too much. And I always appreciate, not only do I appreciate, but I'm so thankful. Like, I not only, like, I go crazy when it comes to thanking people. Because most people, it's like, when they say thank you, that's it, end of conversation. Me, nah, I go out of my way to gift them stuff. Go out of my way to, like, spend time, like, do all sorts, do things, whatever they like, need help. I basically try and earn back what they given to, like, the value of what they given to me. I realize that shit's toxic, but you know. But no, I say sorry, but I try not to say sorry as often because the more you say sorry, the more it loses its meaning. This is one of the reasons being famous is one of my biggest fears. I don't want to get judged and watched. Oh, I already read that. I'm going fucking crazy. I'm rereading shit. The smartest in the room. I'm just the most amazing, handsome, the most important, the humblest. Oh, nah. I say this. I'll keep repeating this till I die. Is not once I've ever thought I'm the smartest in the room. Well, I mean, I did this one time when I went into a room full of retards. No, sorry, that's a bad faith type joke. I'm sorry. No, I've never once. Actually, you know what? I can't even say that because you can learn from people with Down syndrome. Like, because like, imagine if you walk into a room people with Down syndrome. You know the one thing that people could learn from Down syndrome? Fucking happiness. Because that's the one thing that they have that we do not. We should eat happy. Like we should learn how they do that shit. I would love nothing more than to be happy. I think that happiness is stemmed from ignorance, though. Well, not ignorance, because ignorance would mean they know what's going on. So maybe the happiness come from the oblivionous, the not the no knowledge. Is that what causes depression? Does knowledge just equal depression? I don't think I know any smart person that's happy. I think knowledge is the issue here. Everyone that I know who is intelligent is unhappy. Intelligence is a fucking curse. I think it actually is a curse now. I think so. No, I'm just thinking back. I'm like, shit. Is happiness actually a curse? Right. Because I was saying that as a joke, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think happiness might actually be a curse. Holy shit! I didn't actually think about this. I mean, you'd think it'd be obvious, wouldn't you? Like, oh yeah, like intelligence is a curse, but honestly, the way that we keep searching for it, it's very debatable. Right. Come on. God, this is so relaxing. I love drawing. Anyone that says that like drawing is not fun, instant red flag. Because I have too much fun doing this. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting there slowly but surely. Oh, this is taking me fucking forever to do, I'm not gonna lie. I admit, drawing is a bit of a grindy thing, but once this is done, I'll be happy. Because what I'm planning on doing is just putting these all in picture frames one of these days. It's like, write Sims campaign. To be fair, I've got other drawings that I need to finish that I haven't finished yet, from other sessions. But I just really wanted to draw this one because this one was really funny. Especially how it all started. Because the only reason why we got into this fight was because fucking Grim Pickle decided, I'm just gonna munch on this shiny blue thing, see if it's fucking edible, and we're like, why? Why do this? Alright. God, I still need to finish up my research saga for my character. I feel bad for some. Honestly, I feel bad for anyone that wants to read my fucking background because holy shit, that's turning into a blurb. Not even actually no, I think it's more than a blurb. It's coming into a fucking prologue. Right. Right. Slowly but surely getting there. Hmm. But yes, also I'm doing a streaming every day. I'm going to be streaming every day for this week to like get people to do the makeup streams from when I didn't do the streams because I felt bad. I felt really, really bad that I missed out a couple of streams because I've been ill. But since I'm feeling much better, I'm gonna do a stream every day because I've got nothing else better. I don't have anything planned for this week. Well, I mean, if my father comes back, then I will have gaming, but I can easily stream that. He doesn't mind. If anything, he encourages it. This fucker gets real happy every time I stream. I don't know why. That fucker doesn't even know how to use Twitch, so I don't get him. But I've never seen him this supportive. I'm not gonna dissuade his delusions. Right. Okay. There we go. God damn, here we go. Come on. Let's see how this looks. Like, make adjustments afterwards. Okay. Good to know, see where I missed out on a few bits and pieces. There we go. Ooh, there's quite a few bits and pieces I missed out on. There we go. This is what I like about this, is I can actually see where I missed out on. Like, you know that teeth stuff that people have where they can see where, like, the plaque that they miss out on scrubbing? That's basically what I have, but for drawing. Should I just call my drawing a plaque? That's basically saying my fucking drawing's diseased. Wow, way to go, me. He knows it's his channel. It's, you know, one of these days, I'm just gonna let him take over. So you can see the difference. You know, how much hard work I put in. Honestly, my father saw some of the behind this. I think that's another reason why he's excited. It's like, he's seen some of the stuff I do behind the scenes, and I think he's just impressed with my ethic, like my work ethic. Because I do some insane behind the scenes. I haven't done this week, like this past couple of weeks. I took a bit of a break because I burnt myself out slightly. But I will be getting back into it because I've got a bunch of sound effects. When my father gave me like all his DJ stuff. It's not only did like he give me sound effects, but he gave me like background instrumentals for like certain things. That's how like I made my song. Um, oh God, okay. Time. Right. This is gonna be fun. Right. Saturation. Right. Now let's start off with the statues. Statues easily done. Look at cute little Octavius. Oh, right. I mean, I can always lower the opacity. Right. Wings need to be white. The hair is gonna be like all this is stone, so I'm not too worried about how the hair looks. There we go. I need to make this cleaner. You know what I've wondered? I want to know what the fucking universe sounds like. I bet you it's just like the like little fucking mouse weeks. That would be funny though. Right. Yeah, so the eyes need to be a bright blue, but for now I'm just gonna focus on doing the stone. Hmm. Ah, shit. There we go. Also, yeah, shut up. I know I accidentally drew it in purple rather than black. You don't need to let me know. I realized my mistake, guys. But sometimes I don't pay attention what I'm drawing, what color I'm drawing in. See, that looks red, so I must have accidentally changed it. You know what? I'm not gonna question. Sometimes it's best not to question these things. Why is that? Okay, interesting. Alright. I'm not too worried actually doing that. There we go. Okay. Now I go in for the small little details. My favorite time, zoom in time. Alright. I'll fix the eyes. Right. Now it's time to do the hair. God, I love doing this. Can I get your other music too? Maybe. I would have to ask him because the rights, I mean, technically the rights belong to my father because my father is the one that made it all. Um, so I'll have to ask him. I think he'll be okay with it, but I want to double check with him. So once I get in contact with him, I'll see if it's okay to send it to you. But I want to double check with him because he worked his ass off to like get all these like a whole mixture of not just royalty free like sound effects and everything, but also royalty free music. And I'm like, I even got. I don't know if my father meant. I don't think it was a meant to, but there was soundtracks of like his like own. I mean, he doesn't sing in them. It's literally just instrumentals background of like tracks he's made. They sound fucking amazing. I don't think they was meant to be in. I think what my father did is he just went through his old folders, grabbed all like the music and the beat, like all his royalty free music and beats, and I bet it just said like music or something. Like his folder was like so old that. But the one thing he didn't do is check. I know my father. He doesn't check the like old things. He's like, oh, there's nothing in there. I don't think that like that should be checked. Because I know, like, when it comes to like vacation or like photos, he always checks them because like he's worried there might be a thing. But I feel like he didn't realize there's anything like he didn't want me to see. And for me to hear that, I was like, shit, that's really cool. And I 100% know he did not mean. If I tell him, he's gonna get so embarrassed. Because my father, he doesn't like. He's not one for boasting or like showing off his achievements. Um, Whereas me, I like to boast. I'm a big old cocky but boys. Like my father can be cocky, but he knows he has his way where he knows where he stands. which I wish I had that ability because I never know where I'm fucking standing. I'm worried that I don't know if I'm worried. Like I constantly worry if I'm pissing people off or not, or people find me annoying, etc., etc. Um, but he always seems to know where he stands with people, and it's like it's a great ability. And I really wish I had it. And I know for a fact if he finds out like I found these tracks, he would get embarrassed because the way that he's perceived himself to me is that I think maybe it's just maybe his fault, but I know he'll get embarrassed because the last time I found something very personal of his, he got very, very embarrassed. I said Uwe, so you need to do that for me. Don't worry, Dama. I'll speak to him because it all belongs to him. It's his rights. It's his thing. I mean, actually no, he can't sue me because he gave it to me. There was a verbal contract. And to be fair, my father would never want. I don't think my father would ever fucking sue me. I could do like the most, not like that I'm planning to, but like theoretically, I could do like something really bad. He would never sue me. Like I could steal everything that belongs to him. He would not steal. Like he would never sue me and like get the money back. Which I probably should be concerning that I think. But he's a very family oriented man, so that's probably why he wouldn't do anything. I have my own projects folder, but I guess they're using other music. I guess that using other music makes it easier for sampling. Yeah, yeah, using other music makes it easier. Yeah, sampling, it makes it so easy. No, I wouldn't say, no, I wouldn't. I'm the most indecisive person. Because, well, to be fair though, for me, there's never a right or wrong answer. That's why I never really technically have I only have arguments with people when it's like very simple based things that people are getting wrong. Um the only time but most of the time I don't argue with people because in life there are no right and wrong answers. Um there are dumb answers, but there are never right or wrong answers. Everyone has their own viewpoints, which is why I don't argue with people because what they see might not be what I see, basically. What was I saying? I've no clue, so I'm just gonna move on to what female. Oh, Don, you're here. Welcome in, Don. Uh, I have my improv. Love how your avatar movements are on the vibes of the first draw of the circle that added. To make it to have a realistic course. It really is. Because it's the one thing I said that. I think I said this at the very start, but you cannot see what I'm drawing. So I literally draw something and you can't see what I'm drawing at the time, but as soon as I move my hand away, baboom, it's suddenly there. It's a great reveal. I love that sloth. That sloth with wings is so beautiful. I do apologize for the delay. It's because I concentrate and like ramble for a bit and then I look up to see the chat. I should move my chat. I need to have my chat. Obviously, I can't have it on the same screen as this. Because if I have the chat over here, I could be able to read it as I'm doing this. Um, but I'll figure it out in the future. It's a future me problem. Ooh, this is new. Sorry, I'm like, don't apologize, Hawk. It's never apologize at all. Thank you for just popping by. But yeah, wait, what's new? Because I've done a drawing thing before. I've used this like setup before where you can see my model draw and everything. I missed your last stream also. Yeah, so I mean I've used this. I've been using this for a while. I mean I haven't. Mm, God, how long have I been using this interface? I mean, it's not like the worst. Like it's not like something I've been using. I say about a month. I'm gonna go with a month. I've been using this interface where you can see me do stuff. Um, but yeah, I think so. Anyways, I don't know. I forgive you, but Wait, I forgive you, so you are all good. Guess what? Oh, Don, you're at work! Don, please, like, concentrate on your work. Do not worry about what I'm doing over here, please. I don't want you getting in trouble with your work. So I've done that before where I'm like on a no, I wasn't watching a stream, but I was watching like a YouTube video or something, and I got in trouble at work. To be fair, I what like it was a remote job, and I was just watching something in the background. To be fair, it was during a meeting, which is kind of I suppose that was actually kind of rude of me doing it during a meet. But still, the layout with this model, I haven't caught a stream of it. Yeah, I've done it. I've done it. I mean, I haven't done this every stream, but I think I've been using this sort of layout for a month. So I've been working on improving this. Mostly because it's to do with the tracking. I don't know if you noticed, but the hand doesn't stay with the pen, and like sometimes it doesn't I mean the pen works perfectly. Like if you can see, like hold on, let me do it up here. The pen tracks my mouse movements perfectly, but for some reason, my hand here, if you can see my hand, doesn't stay attached, even though it's meant to be attached to the pen. It doesn't stay attached to the pen, so sometimes the movement is kind of wild. So I'm slowly but surely fixing that, because honestly, it bothers me so much. Oh, right. Safe working. Oh, only if. I mean, it depends on where you work. Sometimes, like, if you're working, like, on a. No, I would say an oil rig or, like, a coal mine or, like, those big fucking power lines sort of things, then it's not really safe working. Like, it's, like, constantly being. Imagine if you was watching this from an oil rig or, like, a coal mine. Anyone that would do that. I mean, to be fair, people, like, from the military watch, this one cooking guy, which is insane to me because I'm like, it makes sense though because like all sorts of people like watch. For example, there's a lot of actors. I can't remember which actor it is. There's a famous actor, a young one, who's a really big fan of Markiplier, and I'm trying to remember the famous young actor. It's the one. It's Do you know Young Sheldon? Do you know the actor that plays Young Sheldon? That actor is a big fan of Markiplier. I mean, I'm sure he's not the only actor that's a big fan of Markiplier. I'm sure there's other actors that are big fans of YouTubers, but they just can't really publicize it because Hollywood. I don't understand why Hollywood doesn't like internet celebrities because it's free fucking publicity. Like the internet, like celebrity would absolutely happily like interact with like things, but like I don't know what's the fucking hatred. Maybe because it's like no, I don't no clue what Hollywood's issue with. I mean, because if you think about it, like the biggest thing that I know about that happened with like this is recently, this is not a long time, not a long time, recently, is um whatchamacallit, Markiplier. What happened to Markiplier with like Amazon Prime fucking him up so badly, he got so pissed off that he moved his show to Tubi because Amazon Prime was just being a dick. Like the Edge of Sleep was number one for a whole month on Amazon Prime, and like they promised that if it got to number one, they would do stuff with the movie and everything. They fucking did not keep their end of the deal. And that's what I'm saying is I don't understand why Hollywood and like these big fucking corporations are dirty like that, because it's not wise to piss off someone like, I mean, I suppose like they think that like celebrities have no power. Then you see stuff like with Markiplier where he does have, I mean, but to be fair, he doesn't do it, he doesn't make big See, Markiplier does a good thing in not making waves. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what the best way to explain that one. Surprised me too at first. There has been streams of this for a while. This and then playing. Yeah, I'm working on the interfaces. I am. So the reason why I've been messing with this is I have a plan. Actually, let me show you. I'm gonna do a bit of show and tell. It's the reason why like there's another camera in the background, but we're gonna do a bit of exploring, guys. Get ready. Right. Right. Here. So you see this environment? I am planning on doing. I mean, this environment does not belong to me. I'm like this was just a free environment I found online just to use for the time being. But the reason why I've been looking into this environment is we're gonna go outside. This changes. So when it becomes nighttime for me, this becomes dark like this. But during the day, this is bright. I'll have to find an example of this, but because right now it's nighttime, so it's dark. But that becomes bright. Like there's time management, and what I'm planning is my character here. I'm planning it so that like when I do get like a bit more following and I do like 24-hour streams and shit, I want to have it so that I can move my character around. Like I can like press like because you got like the toggle keys. If I want to do like a toggle key where I can walk around, and if I want to do like some drawing, I'll have like an animation in which I like. Let's say I was playing a game. If I was playing a game, I would be down here like with a console over like down here. I mean, this is not going to be the environment I use, but there'll be like a console, and I'll have a controller in my hand as I put like the video like the game up here, so the game's full screen. So all I would have to do would be like this. And look at that, the game's full screen. The game would be full screen. And then if I wanted to do like a transition in which I'm gonna want to do some drawing later on during the, like after the game or like do some modeling, I want to have it so there's an animation where like they walk over to the computer, like the work computer, and have like I'm planning on having like so you can see all my screens, so you can see what I'm doing on the screen. So if I have any reference photos up, it'll be on the screen. Because I do have a reference photo up currently, which is this one. But I want to have it so that like you guys can see that on one screen. This screen will have like what I'm working on, like which screen I'm working on. And what I'm planning on doing is this screen will whatever my mouse is tracking on the screen, if I go to then move my mouse to like one of these other monitors, it will change the screen to whatever monitor my mouse is currently on. Which it takes a bit of coding to do this. It takes a bit of coding. I mean, it takes the coding to do like the toggles and like the animations and shit. I mean, it's just coding. And then I'm gonna have like this screen, this one for another, and like say I have 3 screens. So I'm thinking I need to add another monitor. But that's why I'm like working with certain bits and bobs. But yes, so that is currently what I am working on. Oh god, I need to fix where my camera was. So that explains why I've been messing with the interface. This is just me learning how to use not just learning how to use the program. Let me get my face so you can see what I'm saying. Not just learning how to do the program, but also improving how to do my program, basically. I mean, because it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just something I'm working on. Ooh, what's going on with my ears? What's causing? Wait, hold on. Oh, it's the light bulbs. It's the light interface. That's interesting. How my ears are reacting to that. But I like it because it's like a cool magical effect. It's like magic. Kind of cool. So I also think it's the fairy lights. The fairy lights might also be doing it. Right, let me get back to where I was. This is good enough. This is fine. Yeah, there we go. This is sort of roundabout where I was, wasn't it? Right, sorry, I couldn't, because I was in that mode, I couldn't see what you guys were saying. So I do apologize. Right. But yes, that's what I was messing with. I can't mute this. I work with, oh wait, I work at reception in a hotel. To me, this counts as radio. You know what? That's fair. You know, that's the reason why I have the music in the background. So when I do concentrate, it's just basically radio time. It's the reason why, Dharma, I have the basic shit. I have the basic, what's it called? I have the basic music shit, as you call it. Like, no, you said it was bitch ass music or something like that. I can't remember what you said that one time. Oh, I actually can't remember. Right, anyways. If there was a TV reception I'm allowed to turn on, I should be allowed to watch stream while working. You know what? That's a fair shout. If you're allowed to turn on the radio, but you can't like watch a stream, that's the one thing that used to bother me about whatchamacallit. I just realized my camera is a bit too high. You know what? It's fine. We're keeping it like this. It's the one thing that used to bother me about work is that school. In high school, you was allowed to listen to music, but you wasn't allowed to talk to anyone. I mean, not talk to anyone. Listen to certain things, and I'm like, you wasn't allowed to listen to podcasts. That was it. And I'm like, what? But I mean, it just made no fucking sense. You'd think like podcasts would be more educational than a fucking. It made no sense to me. But I think to be fair, back then it was different. Right. Why I okay. Right. Barley. Barley? Like as in the fucking drink barley? What's it called? It's not ginger. I don't even know anymore. Well, most internet celebrities are terrible actors. They have been wait. Most internet celebrities are terrible actors. There have been movies that you can put YouTubers to get publicity just for that. It's optimized or fucking. Is it optimized or fucking? Yes. All of this is completely optimized. It's actually the reason why I did redo my model. Is all of this is all optimized. The code's optimized. Everything's. There is no way of it fucking up my computer. It's the reason why everything's running smoothly. If you notice, not once has it crashed my computer. If I were to load up a game or something, then it would crash my computer because it's way too much CPU. But no crashes, no nothing. But yeah, what I'm planning on doing is what I'm learning from this interface. I'm planning on adding to my other interface. Well, I'm planning on making. So there are two scenes currently. I've got this scene and then my gaming scene. What I'm planning on doing is the next scene I do is gonna be a mixture of both of them. So there'd be stuff where you can redeem shit, like there's stuff where like even when like I'm in this mode, there'd be stuff where you can redeems. Yeah, it's still a work in progress. Like I said, I'm giving myself a year. It isn't until my anniversary where this is all gonna be completed. Everything that I have planned for the future is gonna be completed by then. And I'm giving myself a lot of time because I got a lot to do. Because not only do I have all this interface to do, but I've also got to finish my model. I've got to finish my emotes. I mean, I've done all my standard emotes now, so like all the non-animated ones are all done. That's all the little pictures. I was thinking about redoing all of my emotes, but I feel like all my emotes currently are fine, so I have no issues. If I get time in the future, I will update a couple emotes that like need updating. But honestly, I'm happy with the emotes I've got. But the animated emotes are still being a work in progress because animating in 3D is, I mean, it's easy. I say it's easy, but it's still it takes time. It's just a bunch of grinding. I know I could be working on it right now, but I decided not to because the reason why I decided not to like do anything is because I'm really excited from Sim's campaign. You know what? Fuck it. I deserve to like. I'm also practicing my art. As I mentioned, I'm doing like my textures on my model currently. That's the big thing I'm working on, as well as, you know, working on coding in here in Wardo. So like it's progressing slowly but surely. Well, I like to believe it should slowly but surely. Right. But yes, I am. I've got a lot planned. Okay, I dream big. I can't help but dream big. It's always the one thing I've had an issue with. It's not only just high standards, but I really do dream like not dream big, but like set myself to like if I get to reach a certain level, like oh shit, I've learned how to do this. Well, now I've got to increase my level and do this now, which isn't a bad tactic. It's just extremely toxic for myself. It makes me like I often get myself burnt, but that's due to my own fault. It's because I don't give myself breaks. I mean, I use this as a break, like being able to doodle as a break, but it's not a break. You see, here you go. Here's the thing. I say like I complain about it, but then I feel really bad about complaining about it because I know, like for example, Ducky has like mentioned to me like they wish they could have like what I do, where I constantly work and keep improving. And then I just feel bad because I'm complaining about something that someone else wants. But I mean, I shouldn't feel like guilty though, because Ducky has things that I wish I had as well. But it does make me feel guilty. I'm like, am I really complaining that I have a really good work ethic? And I'm like, ugh. But at the same time, it's not like it's not the greatest work ethic. It's a very unhealthy because I'm basically the same as a fucking workaholic. I'm gonna be real here. I'm no better than a workaholic. I should correct myself. Right. Do. Interesting. Right. I'd like to see myself solve so much time with these flat colors if I just use a fill tool, but I'm not going to use the fill tool because I like this coloring. I like coloring in. It makes me feel great. It makes me feel like I'm doing a fucking coloring book. Dream big, try big, live in reality. Exactly. To be fair, the reason why I have this thing in which it's okay, it's not a toxic trait. Like I just dream big. I can't help but dream big. I think it has to do with my over imagination. I have a really big imagination. Like like I would say it's a gift, but it's also one of my biggest curses because I set unrealistic standards because of my my imagination. So I can't say it is a gift, but I can't say it's not a gift because without it I couldn't think of because I didn't appreciate my imagination until I like talked to my father. And then I just felt fucking guilty, I'm not gonna lie. Um, because I don't know if like you've noticed, but I've stopped saying about my fa like I didn't like because I said like I used to say a lot like I don't understand my father like because he once decided to keep with like the floating head, and I kept asking like I kept okay I shouldn't say asking I said I should correct myself. I kept pestering him about like helping him create like an actual character for me to make and like you know make a thing. But if you notice over like the past couple of weeks, I've not mentioned it or like I've not said anything. I haven't complained. Is I had a conversation with my father, and I was genuinely curious why he wouldn't want his own character. Like people would kill to have their own like VTuber like imagination OC. Like I mean, I didn't say OC. I said like have their own like characters that they create. And I found out my father like me and my brother tried to get my father into Minecraft, but he didn't enjoy Minecraft. He found it very He just said that it wasn't his type of game. And I couldn't understand that because, like, the one thing I love about Minecraft is your only limit is your imagination. Now, with me saying that, do you realize what my father's limit is? Um, I found out my father doesn't have an imagination. And what I mean by that is like for me, I mean, to be fair, with me, I have this thing called maladaptive. Like, I'm a maladaptive dreamer. I can come up with stories, create my own things, and like all course. I know everyone's not a maladaptive dreamer, so I don't assume people have their own characters and their own stories. But I didn't realize there are some people that struggle to, I wouldn't say like picture stuff in their minds, but like be able to just come up with no, I wouldn't say come up with ideas, just be able to come up with stuff. Like not everyone can improvise, not everyone can do like, not everyone has imagination. And I didn't realize this, so when I kept pestering my father, we sat down and had a conversation, and he told me it's not like he didn't have an interest. He does have an interest. He loves the idea of having his own character, but he just can't come up with anything. Like, we really did sit down. We spoke like about animals. He just wasn't happy with anything. But he said to me he really like loved like the character I've created for him, and he's more than happy to just keep that because even though it wasn't, I mean, it is what he wants. It's just not what something. It didn't come from his imagination. It came from my imagination. But he's more than happy to keep with it because he thinks it's perfect because it's it's just something he enjoys. I didn't understand this. I didn't understand because it's a character I created. I thought, oh hey, if given the opportunity, he would want to create his own character. Most people do, but he just had no interest in doing it. He's not. I wouldn't say okay. I shouldn't say he's not creative because he is creative. He's just creative in aspects that is more logical than non-fictional. If that makes sense. As much as satisfaction as I get from working my free time is totally for me. Yeah, I wish I give myself free time. When you like, because I think I've mentioned this before, but I used to have a job when I was doing models for Industries. Back then, I had no job. I'm unemployed now. I have all the free time in the world, and yet because I'm now working on the stream and doing all this, I don't give myself any free time. I rarely. Like, I have a bunch of games I could play, like single player, especially because my father's no longer here. I could play single player, but I don't. Like, the time I could be doing that, I don't do that. I do like my own thing. I just do something that I'm working on if it's like UV mapping or something. I just hate working. The pressure can ruin anything for me. Kills my joy. Yeah, no, I get that. I respect it as much as possible. If not, on the dead. What? See, this is where my dyslexic just fucks me over. Okay, I respect it as much as possible. If not, on the deadline or something like that. No new work past 8 o'clock because oh, you mean like a routine? If it says yeah. See, I try and give myself routines, but I mean, here's the thing with me. I get mad at myself for not sticking to routines, but then I can't stick to routines because I get distracted by things. It's the fucking curse of the cycle of ADHD and autism. The worst possible combination. I cannot get anything fucking done. I used to do so many things, but as soon as I was expected to monetize, it all died in my guts. Honestly, Don, I get that. I get that. Like, that's the one thing that is like, because that's the thing, like, I could be making a bit of money if I were to, like, start doing, like, redoing models again for Finn, but because it's, like, requires monetization, it's just, like, I don't know if it's pressure, I think maybe it is the pressure, but I just decided to stop doing all that and let Ducky do it all. Ducky is making a killing out of it, and I'm happy for them. Yeah, no, Ducky is like the one thing that Ducky says to me is they're very thankful that because I mentioned, I mean, Finn's the one that wants us to start paying for things. But it was me that started like the what's it called, the I wouldn't say the timeline, but like the and it just everything went. I felt really bad because I thought it was my fault, but then things turned good, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything because I don't even know what it is anymore. It's just a mess. But then the mess turned really good, and now Ducky's really happy, and Ducky's. And I'm just like, I'm just so happy that Ducky's happy. Uh, I need to sound. Wait, what? That's very happy. The limits are great. Yeah, I wish I can give myself limits. You have no clue how jealous I am of you, Dharma, for setting yourself limits. I need to stand by my rules, of course. It's not always possible, unfortunately. Yeah. I mean, it's never possible. It's the one thing. You see, I'll have a really, really great routine for like a month or two, but all it takes is just one big thing fucking it up, and my routine's just gone out the fucking window. Imagination and thought processes are trained, and it's harder to change thought process after certain ages. There is everything in the mind field, but it's the most common. That trying is already a lot better than me. I put one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagination is a is are trained. I know this because me and my father had a conversation. My father, the reason why we had the conversation about imagination was because it was something that I said once. I think it was like during the stream, like because he spoke to me after the stream about like if he has any concerns. My father tells me about any concerns after stream because he doesn't want to say something online that my father avoids. When it comes to my mental health, my father avoids talking about it because it's always been a concern for him because he knows I'm not mentally well. Because I think I told you guys this before, but I have an actual certificate of insanity. So my father knows I'm not mentally like there's something wrong with my brain, and so whenever it comes to the subject of my brain, I wouldn't say he avoids it, but he doesn't talk about it just in case it's something bad that like people like he doesn't want online people to find out about. And so what he brought up after the conversation was he was concerned about my like so I mentioned maladaptive dreaming in one stream, and he as I explained what maladaptive daydreaming is to people, he got very concerned about it. And so we talked about art like it afterwards. And I'm not see here's the thing with me is I am very, very, very open about not just my mental health but everything. I am extremely an open person. And the reason why I'm an open person is because what what causes mental illness is it being kept to the like people like when people keep it to themselves, that's what creates mental illness is because they isolate and it causes like all sorts of issues. Um, and my father got concerned because we had a conversation. It was a very serious one where I explained. So I think I told like this before, but like when my mind broke and when I got my actually no, I haven't told the story online, but I don't care. Um, after I got the after I had my son, so there was a whole thing. Long story short, I was groomed, and my ex that groomed me, um, I found out like he was part of a pedophilic ring and like, really shitty stuff. And after I was informed by this by the like social services, I kept having panic attacks. And of course once his true colors shown, like when this history got like revealed, he started treating me like awful, like basically as if I was like I mean he was using me the entire time, but his true colors show like really shown when and he treated me really awfully. And of course because I had like my son was about a year old at this point. Because I had a year-old baby, my condition gets just continued to get worse because I was getting mentally abused by my ex, and then I had a child, a 1-year-old child. It got too much, and because I didn't say anything to my family, because I didn't want to worry them, and I basically didn't want to be a burden. I broke. My sanity snapped, and that's why I was hospitalized. Because my mind just broke. And I never actually said to my like once I came out of the institution, I never told anyone in my family what it was like when I was there. Cause no, I mean they never pried. They never asked. They never pried. They wanted to keep my respect. And he asked me questions about maladaptive dreaming, and I said I've always been able to maladaptive dream, but after the institution, I got addicted. And I know like people are going to be very confused when I say I got addicted to it. But have people heard of what's it called, shifting? I hate I hate people okay, I don't hate people who shift. I hate people who don't realize that shifting is very unhealthy, because it can become very dangerous when someone who's not having a great time in life chooses to constantly shift rather than look after themselves. That's where it becomes a danger. And so I after like I lost my son, I was into two slice. Like I mean, to be fair, it was only for a week, and then they took me out. Um, I was able to like function slightly. I just didn't enjoy life, and for 2 years straight after I lost my son, I just didn't do anything. I mean, I worked obviously because I had to pay the bills. But that's when I started like that's when I had to work remotely, and I didn't look after myself. I didn't look after myself. Basically, I would just turn up to work, do my job, and then just I wouldn't say pass out, but I would just lay on the bed doing nothing. And I mean, technically it would class as bed rotting, but I wasn't bed rotting. I was just laying on the bed just to go into my mind, and I just stayed there. I had my own stories, I had my own storylines. I just got lost. I got very, very lost for 2 years straight. Then I pulled myself out of it and started doing stuff for myself, and started, you know, coming back to reality. Um, and my father, like, I started explaining this to my father. I started explaining, like, when I was just doing, like, because my father knew I wasn't looking after myself, but when I explained that I had, like, movie, like TV show, like, thing, like, stories going in my head that I control, and that is, like, anything that I wanted to happen could happen. I was basically God in my own mind. And that it didn't just feel as real as reality, but I could see it in my mind as if I could see it. Like for example, I have currently my water bottle in front of me. I could see and feel it as if like my dreams, as I could feel this water bottle. And my father then agreed with me. He can understand why that would be, for someone that wasn't happy with their life, why that would be like an addicting thing. Because basically, I basically had a second life that was much better than the life I already had, if that makes sense. And I mean, he said he was like, the one thing he said is he was like slightly jealous, like 'cause he wish he could do that, because it's like he said it sounds like really cool. It's the reason why people say that shifting sounds really cool. Is like, being a god. Like, who wouldn't want that? But from someone that did it, it's not. I wouldn't recommend it, because yes, great. Like when I fall asleep now, like yeah, sure, I can control my dreams when they're not night terrors, and I can control my dreams. Got these great storylines. The issue is I wouldn't say you lose a part of yourself, but you lose what's meaningful. Because the one thing about life is what I enjoy is the unpredicted. Like, the one thing I point out to people now is the one thing about life that you can't get with like maladaptive dreaming is it's predictable. Like, you know what's always going to happen. Whereas life, it has unexpected things, and it's not just like, of course you got like the bad unexpected things, but you also got like the good unexpected things, like the unexpected surprises, the unexpected what you'd never thought was possible, like possible. Uh, and I know it's not perfect. Like there is bad shit, but I think it's worth it for the joy. Like the thing. Like that's why I'm like, reality's better. People don't realize reality better because like they're going through like a really bad time, and I get that. I really like people don't realize how much I get that. But reality is worth it. Like the pain reminds that you're alive, and like bad things just. I mean, it's also to warn you from future things. Like I'm not gonna fuck up what I did in the past, where and like be very naive. Um, but at the same time, I'm not gonna let it define me either. Sorry, I went on a big old fucking rant there. That was not my that was not what I was aiming for. Uh, that shrine is, oh god, that shrine is already a lot way better than me. I got put on something. I don't know what that says. I got, wait, what? Why is my tablet turning itself off? Right. Anyways, that shrine is really a lot better than me. I put one limit, and stress makes my me half as productive. No, I get that done. Like trying to put limits and it just makes you worse. I really do get that one. A good tip for having a routine is adding. Wait, a good tip for a routine is adding it to another thing that's already on your routine. For example, if you want to remember opening your windows every day, you can add it to the existing. Hope you understand what I wrote on my English. Yeah, so just adding what you already think. No, I actually understand that routine. The problem I have with routines like with that is actually let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story. I had the best routine. So when I first moved into the place that I live now, I had an amazing routine and it was going so well for me. And the one of the things I do is regularly clean my kitchen. But something happened in which there was so a helicopter tree seed fell into this the drain and started to grow from the drain, and then eventually after a couple of years it causes a block it caused a blockage, like a really bad blockage, and the blockage caused sewage from the drains to enter the houses of the apartments I live in. And so every apartment and flat in my place had like sewage coming from their sink and like all the pipes. Obviously, it was like they fixed it very quickly. They was really great for that. But we had to clean up like the sewage from our own sinks and everything ourselves. But I got very overwhelmed because the sewage completely filled up my sink, and it smelled or like when I said it smelled awful. And here's the thing is, it's the same happened to my bathtub and like bathroom sink. But I managed to clean like my bathroom up completely. The problem was I couldn't clean up my kitchen. And so my great routine I had went out the fucking window because I had to I got mad because I couldn't do anything in the kitchen because of the really bad smell from the sink. And it just utterly destroyed my routine. I couldn't do anything. And I was so upset for the longest time that I was unable to do what I needed to do. Like, and I just went, honestly, I just went fucking insane. Right. Yeah. You know, I really like this coloring technique that I learned. Saved me so much time with the line art. Right. Yep. Yeah. Brilliant. Just gotta continue. I mean, this is the reason why this art, by the way, is gonna take so fucking long. Is these vines? These vines are a nuisance to society, and I'm saying that now. Don't ever draw a vine. You know what, simp? Don't ever fucking add vines to your campaign again, because god damn it. I'm gonna be here all day at this rate. I hate routines because I hate when I can't stand by. It's sharp vines will remember that I've said this a few times before. I have a general idea for a routine, but I can never fully commit to it. Yeah, I have a really strict routine because I like my routines. The problem I have with my routines is they can never stick with me. Honestly, at this point, I have a routine of not like making new routines and not sticking with it. I'm hoping just one day to find that perfect routine in which I stick to it for life, and then I could be happy and go live on a yacht, go fishing every day, or not fishing, maybe crabbing, maybe go fishing every other day and crabbing every other day after that. God, that sounds like a fucking dream. Honestly, maybe I should just be a fisherman. You know what? I'm just gonna hop on a boat. Because you know what? I love boats. If I could, I would live on our houseboat. I actually, that is the plan. The plan for me is I'm gonna retire and, well, not retire, but like, I will eventually live on a houseboat. I fucking love houseboats. I don't know how to drive a boat. I've got a fucking boating license. I want to do something with it. I know how to do a really great U-turn in a fucking riverbank. Let me drive a fucking boat. Let me GTA it. Maybe I can just steal a boat. Just GTA myself a boat. That's probably not a great idea. I think it's time to sleep. I'm really tired. Have a great time, everyone. Oh, I hope you sleep well, Dharma. Thank you so much for keeping me company. And thank you so much for popping by. You know I adore it when I see you in there. I may make fun of you, but it's all in great good faith because you are one of my favorites. I bully my favorites. Honestly, now I think about it, I think I actually do bully my favorites. Because I bully Ducky. I mean, then again, I also, I don't know what it's called. What is it called where you bully and, but you also, like, give them, like, compliments and love? That's just, that's just basically saying fucking family, isn't it? That's what you do with family. You give them compliments, but you also fucking bully and insult them. Shit, I'm glad that Adama's gone, because that means he didn't hear that. I would never admit that. That is being removed from the VOD. You know what, I might just delete, for safety keep, I might just delete this VOD. No, I'm joking, I would never. I mean, I say I would delete VODs, but I'm never actually gonna delete a VOD. I keep all my VODs backed up on a YouTube, because it shows me where I've messed up and where I can improve in the future. That's why I'm never ever ever gonna get rid of a VOD. It shows me how I can improve. I can look back to an older VOD, see like the major difference in not just like me and like how my vocabulary and everything, but the way that I present myself. Because the one thing I've already noticed that I've pointed out, and I was like, you know what, I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me is I don't say as a lot as I used to. Because I used to say every other sentence. But I don't now. I'm a lot more, I wouldn't say selective in my words, because I do occasionally fucked up. But I'm a lot more, what do call it? Just more conscious, maybe is the correct word? More conscious of how I speak. Is that the correct way of saying that? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But I've just improved. That's all I notice. I've improved, and I'm happy. I'm proud of myself, and I want to keep improving. Because like this is where I see myself in a middle standpoint, seeing this interface. Fuck! I said no. I was doing so well. But seeing this interface is a middle starting point to me because I wanna see one day where I've got everything set up the way that I imagined it set up, and then look back to this and be like, that back then, this person, like this version of me, is proud of future me for what I do. Because that's what I do nowadays. I look back and see where I've gone wrong and where I've improved, and I get proud of myself. Because that's something that I don't do as often as I should. Is I wouldn't say I don't congratulate myself, but I don't respect the progress that I make. And it's not like that's a bad thing. It's the understanding progress. Like you always gotta progress is defined by the people that I mean it's defined by what your aim is, but also what goals you set yourself. So it's hard to say what amount of progress you make apart from what you see in yourself is the best way I can explain that. But I might be wrong. To be fair, I could be wrong. Always a chance. Right. Oh God, seeing all these lines over here, it's you drive my eyes hurtful. Right. Need to get rid of that line. That's the great thing about layers, I can sort that out in the future. That's a future me problem. I might just add an extra. But no, I should actually finish up. How long? I've gone for 3 hours now. That's decent time. Right. Ooh, okay, our break is snoozed. Let's have a look-see. What is going on over here? Interesting. Right. Hello? Right. Stream manager. Alright, I should actually change my stream. Right, some of you guys haven't seen what I'm about to show you. Right, because there's been a few things I've added and changed. One of them is this bad boy. The transitions! I love the transitions. The transitions are always like, cause I paid a fiver for that transition, by the way. Best £5 I've ever spent. Fucking dope as shit fucking transition. I was I was very hesitant in getting that transition, but it turned out really cool, so I can't complain. Right. Let's see which one of my friends is currently streaming, so we can go raid their asses. Right. I always raid whoever I'm following. If I can, it's not always possible. And sometimes I do like to make new friends, I won't lie, sometimes I really do like making new friends. Oh, it's someone's birthday. Do we raid the person that's birthday? I do like raiding people. 1 hour. Let's see who else in the same category, because I do want to make some more artsy friends. Let's see who's making. What the fuck? Did someone new just? Why did that? You know what? I should stop questioning. Right, same category. Let's see who's doing some artsy fartsies. Ooh. God, sometimes I love some of these overlays. Sometimes I just love seeing some of these VTubers. Damn. Stardew Valley. Oh god, why is there so many talented artists? Oh. Ooh, so I see someone in a Unity. That's interesting. Right. Ooh, I see some Krita users. You know what? Let's go for. Uh, we go for the birthday girl. I keep thinking back and I'm like, I'm going back and forth. And I'm like, I can't help but want to do the birthday girl. At the same time, that's not fucking terrifying. Da, 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 da. Hmm. I really want to do the birthday girl. I mean, it would be nice just to get a bunch of raids because, like, who doesn't love a birthday raid? Fuck it, we're going for a birthday raid. Uh, okay, time for a birthday raid. Gotta love a nice little birthday raid. Oh, it's got a really cute avatar as well. This is even better! Okay. So, the one thing I always say at the end of all these streams is thank you for everyone that's been watching me be an idiot. And I'll hopefully see you in the next video. Please go give Flower some love as it's their birthday. And I'll see all you guys later.